What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades. We're continuing our Let's Play of Straight Up Sister Zone. Last time we left off on something extremely heavy. We realized that Atsuya is in love with young Shuna, who is not that much younger than him. Probably a year or two, in all honesty. I mean, he's college age now, and she's currently 17, almost 18. So he's probably a year or two older. Maybe 3. That's not that big of an age gap, in all honesty. And you can work through an age gap like that so long as there's proper communication and proper boundaries. Yeah! Dating advice from Mr. Shades over here. But anyway, that was honestly heavier than I expected this game to go. Most of the time I always think these games would be like just super cutesy or something along those lines. And I'm going to lower this a bit more because I'm peaking the mic. I'm always peaking the mic because my narration voice is super loud. But yes, didn't expect that. It was a real big curveball. But let's continue, shall we? And with that, he closes the door on my face, and no amount of begging or shouting out his name made any difference. That was cruel. So very cruel. Why would he do things like that? Giving me hope only to Why would he do things like that? Giving me hope only to shred it in a moment later, shredded a moment later into millions of little shards of nothing. Ugh. It's my birthday! The sad music's still playing! Yet strangely enough, though I'm greeted with the finest breakfast in bed anyone could ever ask for, I wasn't as happy as I should have been. Because the events from the previous day are still fresh in my mind. Are past tense. Grammar check and spell check, future visual novel writers. Do that, please. I sigh as I go above my day like I always do. A day like any other, but with loads of gifts, well wishes, and a distinct absence of Atsuni by my side. Stop calling him that. If you wanna like advance your relationship, stop calling him Big Brother. You need to stop. And I know that I know what it's like being looked at by the older brother, but I don't know what it's like for this situation, liking someone who you once saw as a sibling. I've never been in that situation. I'm in a situation where people I've been friends with are like siblings to me, but I've never been in this situation. But the first step is breaking down the previous relationship and making a new one, slowly. I didn't like this, not one bit. The whole day he didn't show up. Not even as fake fiance gifted me a teddy bear and that woman appeared with a box of what I suspect is a batch of poisoned chocolates. Why is she here? Why was she invited? You know each other that well? I don't know why fake fiance is here, but why is she here? And very soon it was night and time for the party. Being the center of attention all night was distinctly tiring. Smiling so much was making my cheeks hurt. That was when I noticed a distinct blob of blonde within the crowd. I really wish he had a more fixed up getup. I really do. But again, this game was free, so I can't expect too much from it, but other free visual novels gave me more than this. That's all I'm saying. I gasp, he turns, our eyes lock, and he retreats. Oh no you don't. Whoa, there was no transition there. I ran after him into the starry night. Atsuni! After a couple of minutes, realizing that rushing away was close to useless, he stopped short. Yeah? I didn't think you would actually come. Of course I would, it was your birthday. And yet you lurk around and run away. I'm actually saying that I'm surprised you even bothered. After all, you have Little Miss Flowery Fairy hovering over you all day every day. What did you say again? You go ahead and be with that predetermined fiancé of yours and I'll go find happiness with Nia? If you want me to leave, I will. The other day I would have grabbed his arm for dear life, clung to him. I would have begged him not to go and then happily chatted his ear off. However, today, none of that happened. Until that moment, I hadn't realized just how frustrated I was. I get it, but I don't think either of you is handling this situation properly. Ugh, it's very messy. Very messy. Drama. I've had enough drama in my life. Let's do a fictional one. At least that one gets resolved. Too real? Maybe you should, but no, you still choose to pretend you see nothing. Why must you always... What is with you, complaining over and over about how I pretend? Can't you for once see and accept things my way? Shuna, wake up. Face reality for once in your life. And who exactly was it who offered to help, to save me from said reality? That does not apply here. I didn't realize there was a fine print that terms and conditions may apply. Please read the offer document carefully before subjecting you to market risks. Listen to me. The reason I promised you something like that was because at that point you needed it. I approached you because the idea of you in that huge house staring out that window all by yourself seemed terribly lonely. I kept coming back because you looked at me with these big sparkly eyes filled with wonder. Because you hung on every word I said. The reason I don't want any more explanations. You're just gonna blow me off like you always do. You have like a million excuses to say no to me. And despite what you say, I know it's a lie. I really do care for you, Shu. If you really care for me as much as you claim, then why? Why are you pushing me away? I'm pushing you away to protect you. I found myself scoffing at that. Yeah, right. Someone like you, you're destined for greatness. And by that you mean getting strapped to some rich stranger in a loveless marriage? Honestly, that boy doesn't seem half bad. Are you sentencing me to loneliness in another large house, only emptier? For the rest of my life? You'll get through it. I know it. How, Atsuni? How? Because you're not the same you as back then. So, if I cry more often, you'll stay by my side? You've turned out much too strong to even pretend to cry, Shuna. You're wrong. You're pushing me to a point where pretending isn't even necessary. Why won't you believe me when I say that I love you? Why must you continue to deny the very base of my feelings? Shuna? My chest hurts. It's like being squished under a ton of ice. Shu, I can't stand it. Shu, you don't love... Stop saying that! But the scene does not change, even though the moon is slightly hidden by the clouds. I am seething in rage, and Natsuni is staring back at me, stubborn-faced. Exasperatedly, I wipe the tears off my face. And before my mind can talk myself out of it, I lunge myself at him. Wow! Wow! Okay! Typically, it's the guy that does this, but okay. I mean, I've had enough of this with Shin's route in Amnesia. So, card, by the way. Check the card out. Check it out. I don't know which side it's on. I think it's over there. But yeah, check it out. It's a good game. But wow, I'm so used to a guy doing it that when a girl does it, I'm like, oh. Grasping at his collar with a vice-like grip, I violently tug him downwards and lock my lips with his. Yum. I'm not gonna ruin the moment. It helps that he was taken by surprise. But after a moment, the surprise wears off, and he's kissing me back with such ferocity that I have to cling to him for my knees not to buckle. His arms hold me tight, securing me in place, almost as if they won't let me pull away. And had I changed my mind and decided to retreat, my parents could come out here looking for me at any moment. Actually, I hope they do, so I don't have to live out the charade anymore. There had never been anyone else for me but Atsuni. Stop calling him that. Just stop. It's high time they realized that. It's high time he accepted that. Atsuni doesn't stop kissing me even for a second. I guess this is his way around actually talking about his feelings. Eventually, we had to stop, though. The look in Atsuni's eyes as we pulled apart was near desperation. You kissed me back. Have you any idea how much I've tried to resist? How much I've been denying the obvious conclusion that... He stopped short. That what, Atsuni? Stop calling him that! He chuckles almost sadly. You know what I'm gonna say, Shu. Then just say it. He takes a deep breath, gently places a hand on my cheek and says it firmly, unwaveringly. That I love you, Shu. The kid inside of me should be dancing right now. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me. He said the words. Maybe Shu will be our always. Oh god, I'm done. But she's not dancing. She's just withering under the intensity of this whole situation. My knees feel weak. He loves me. Marry me. What? I know I'm not supposed to be the one asking, but I don't care. After the kiss, nothing else mattered but getting more. I was addicted. Marry me, Atsuya! We can elope. My parents can't stop me. That's all I want for my birthday. Don't deny me. This was a test of some kind, really. More than actually wanting to elope right then and right there. I just wanted to see the way he'd react. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, Shu. Things will be a little more complicated than you realize. I know that, but if you believe it's worth fighting for, then you do something about it with me. Help confront my parents at the very least. Waiting for him to respond isn't like an eternity. His forehead rests against mine. And finally the response came. A soft whisper on the wind. Yes. Yes? Yeah, I guess. I'm not running away with you unless absolutely necessary. Because it'd be a pain having to tend to you 24/7. Hey! Kidding. Where am I? Oh god, this guy's sense of humor is like mine. Maybe the two of you should hold the more extreme decisions for later. How long have you been lurking over there, you stalker? Long enough. Ah, creepy. Then he goes on and saying how he'll help us in revolting, or maybe explaining things should the time for the announcement come that night, and some other stuff that really doesn't register in my mind. It vaguely occurs to me of how nice the guy is, but my mind is too drunk on joy to process anything else. I knew he was a nice guy. I mean, he thinks you're interesting, but he clearly wasn't in love with you. I feel kind of bad for him. He got shafted a little bit, but you know, I don't think his type was right for Shuna. She's too hard-headed and rebellious. But, oh god, I feel bad for him. I want him to have a name at least. Eh? Because the only thing I was even aware of was my hand that was held in Atsuya's. Of our fingers that lay interlocked with one another's. Hey, can I call you Atsuya now? He smiles at me devilishly. Not unless you want me to jump you. Okay, so he is a warm-blooded male. Yum. Yeah! I swear, this is simple and pure and perfect. Given the drama that led to this feeling, it's even more amazing than I ever dreamed it would be. Achievement unlocked, Sister Zone Conqueror. The end. That it? I thought there was more than one ending. Wow. Wow. If I got the good ending the first try, if there's multiple endings, and Kevin MacLeod, I know that name. Wow. Wow. I was hoping for a bit more of a realization here, but maybe after the credits, who knows. Thanks for playing. Thank you for making the game. And there's nothing. Yup. Guest art. Anything else? Achievements. I think these two are like the other endings. Because, like, I honestly... Is it bad I want more? Because I came back to this room thinking that I would, like, play another game. Because I didn't realize I was this close to the end. Maybe I should have expected it considering that the birthday was so soon. Like, this game was literally a week. But yeah. I can't say that this is the best game I've ever played. It's very cliche. It's very... The characters are like... they don't break too far away from the tropes that they are. All the scenarios that have been placed in the story have been done before and done to death. There was nothing very unique about the take on a rich girl falling in love with a poor man. Had it gone a little longer, maybe it could have. But in all honesty, the characters were only fleshed out to a two-dimensional level, in my opinion. The want that each of our main pair had was they wanted to be able to get together with the other ones, but Atsuya didn't want to. Actually, no, Atsuya didn't want to. He wanted to resist his emotions to the very bitter end because he was a realist. But that's it. That's it. And then Shuna was just like straight ahead, gung ho. I'm in love with this guy, and nothing's gonna change it. So these characters were fairly two-dimensional in my opinion. Very shallow characters. I feel like had the story gone a little longer, or maybe played with the perspectives of each character, it would have been a bigger story. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I'm saying that this game had a lot of work put into it. I'm just saying that a little bit more work could have been put into it to give it that polish that it needed. Like transitions. That annoyed me whenever the scene just jerkily changed. But like that's a mechanics thing, and that's like a polish thing. It's nitpicky, but as far as the writing goes, it's pretty standard. Nothing really makes it stand out. I feel like I said, I feel like it could have been worked on a little bit more. The characters could have been fleshed out a bit better. Each like generic scenario that I've seen in anime and rom-coms could have been made a bit more complicated. I always say that like If you want to use something that's been standard and done to death, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that in fiction. But if you want to make it interesting and heartwarming and something that like grabs you by the gut, you have to complicate it. Complicate the metaphor, complicate the story, make it more than just a standard rom-com. Like, I don't know. You could have made Atsuya get up and stand up for himself. You could have made Shuna do something more than just rely on her parents' money. You could have had the parents not hate Atsuya. You could have made the other girl just not be like that. I don't know. You could have made the fiance not a rich little priss. I don't know. There's a lot of things that could have been done that weren't. That could have made the story better than what it is right now. But as it is, it's fine. It's very standard. It's very entertaining, which is what the point of this game is. And it's like, it keeps me intrigued enough to keep playing. Like if I wasn't interested in playing the game, I would have stopped a long time ago. But yeah, seal of approval from me. But like like solid 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Sorry, not unique enough. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me or from the series, hit that subscribe button. And you're now exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and I hope you've enjoyed your day in the shade. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.